The next event, one fall, 20-minute time limit. A newcomer to this auditorium from Montreal, Canada, weighing 238, Tarzan Tourville. His opponent from San Diego, California, weighing 232, Arnold.
Arnold from San Diego, California, and a newcomer, as Manny Weiss informed us, Tarzan Tourville from Montreal. And the weights are a little different from that listed. Arnold, listed at 235 in the program, is 3 pounds under at 232. And Tarzan Tourville at 328 is in here tonight at 228 is actually in here at 238. Now, Tourville is a new one to us. Don Arnold we saw last week, and his Oriental torture hold was the feature of the night as he tortured Baron Gattoni in the submission. Arnold was the California amateur champion while still in high school, and he has a magnificent athletic construction. He is in beautiful physical shape as we look at him, and stays that way. And as we've told you before, where most wrestlers will be content to stay in shape through wrestling bouts, he spends at least an hour in the gymnasium every day, whether he's wrestling that particular night or not, just to keep in trim. Arnold, who has the headlock on Tarzan right now, went to San Diego College, won the collegiate wrestling championship on the coast, started out as a pro wrestler, then went back to school for a couple of years to finish a physical education course, and he is a licensed physical education teacher right now. Tarzan Tourville coming in from Montreal tonight, and he has a rather well-kept secret which you're going to disclose. His first name is Camille, and I think the quickest way to make yourself unpopular with Tarzan is to call him Camille. Tourville now with the head scissor on Arnold. Started out as most Canadian athletes do. He was a hockey player. Played amateur hockey, never got into the pro ranks, but decided to switch to wrestling. And has been going very well ever since. And this match is shaping up now as a scientific battle between these two. And neither one at the moment has resorted to any tactics which we consider unorthodox. Arnold now with a wrist lock. Referee Petey Sacco down there taking the count on him. Tourville's working toward the ropes. But he came back out of there. Now, there's a pretty good example of what kind of a guy he is. Lots of times you can use those ropes to claim a break. But Tourville decided not to do it. He wanted to get out on his own, apparently. Arnold now with a pretty good arm and wrist lock on Tourville. And on the ropes calls for a break. Toe hold by Tourville. Arnold works on the head as he does. Keep that toe hold on Don in pretty good shape. These are not the real big men in the sense of the 270, 80 pounders, the dreadnoughts of wrestling. Sometimes you get, in fact, you do get more speed and agility and wrestling ability out of these fellows who are big enough, 235 pounders, but who still are able to move with speed. Body scissor by Don Arnold. Well, Arnold's a rough customer. He wrestles cleanly, but he's rough. He's slamming the head of Tourville into that canvas now with pretty good authority. While maintaining that body scissor. Tourville maneuvering for a break here if he can get it. And Arnold's putting the pressure on. Pete Sacco's in there to ask if Tarzan has had enough. Right about now, he'd probably like a tree to swing from to get out of here.
That's the kind of wrestler we would like to see.
Arnold still with that body scissor. Tarzan about to get a break here, though. He's got those toes loosened up a little bit before Arnold puts a little extra pressure on him. Of course, a hold like this, while it takes a lot out of the wrestler who is receiving it, also takes a lot out of the guy who's giving it, because he has to maintain pressure, too. Now, here's a leg Nelson that Arnold has here. He's got a half Nelson on him with that left leg. But Tarzan broke that one with a little kicking. Crowd likes this one. They like that legitimate approach to it, because in so many of the bouts today, the boys take full advantage of every opportunity. Tourville has a head scissor, but he's in slight danger of being pinned here. He keeps getting that shoulder up just in time. Arnold again trying for that same pin. And he's in pretty good position now. He's moved down out of that headlock. Ooh, there's a good lift for you. He got Tourville up in the air that time with the just back strength. About 238 pounds he moved. Flying mare by Tourville. Tarzan repeats. You know, it's kind of stimulating to watch a couple of performers like these. You get so used to those rough guys in there. You forget sometimes that these professionals have all the wrestling holds in their repertoire once they want to pull them out and use them. Full Nelson by Arnold. That's a rope break. As they move into the ropes, Petey Sacco says time to break it up. This spot is listed for 20 minutes. There's a leg grapevine by Arnold. And this could be a pinning hold, although we think Tourville still has too much left to be pinned by it. Tarzan doesn't quite know how to go about this one. He needs a little help from Jane, but she's not here tonight. Got out. If not completely, he got out of that pinning proposition. Now he has Arnold caught in a figure four there. He did have, just as I said it, they reversed positions, and Arnold now with a toe hold and also a figure four on the underpinning of Tarzan Tourville. Figure four toe hold right now. They're very close to the ropes there, and Petey Sacco recognizes that and calls for a break. Crowd likes this for a change. Like Blood and Thunder is fine, but how long can you stand it? Headlock, a head scissor rather, by Tourville. arm lock by Arnold. Oh, now he's got him caught pretty well here. He's got that pressure in the middle of his back. Now, this is not a pinning hold, certainly, but it's a submission hold. Look at Tarzan Tourville struggling to get out of it. And don't think this doesn't hurt. That's kind of a classic pose of wrestling right there. If a sculptor were going to do something with the wrestlers, he might pick a pose like this to show the strain of the action between the two. This is guaranteed to straighten up your back if you're stooped over a little bit. Tourville gets a break on the ropes. Both on the ropes. They're changing positions here, but they're going to be broken up because well, we may see a cessation of the clean wrestling here. Arnold was a little upset there for a minute because he didn't think Tourville was playing the game, as they say. They go on the ropes again. This is round and around Nelly, and where do we end? Nobody knows. Arnold's getting incensed about that now. He doesn't like the way Tourville is making him look a little foolish, apparently. This is close quarters for whatever's going to happen. Putting a twister on that left wrist of Tourville. It hurts, you know. Your arm will go around only so far. And the crowd doesn't like this. They think that this is not legal, but it is. Arnold was placing the pressure on the shoulder, and that's perfectly legitimate. Also hitting with an open hand. Were to let go suddenly now, that arm of Tourville's would untwang like a rubber band. He's got it twisted around pretty well. Arnold may whip him now into the corner. Bad part of that was that it was given on a break. The jolt was all right, a forearm smash, but he did it on the break. Look out here, we got some action going. Flying drop kick by Tourville. That time Arnold got out of the way. And who wouldn't? Here's the Boston crab hold, but not for long. Tourville showing tremendous leg strength. Now he's back in there in a pinning position. Arnold may have him here. Got a 2 count. He's got the 3 count. Beautiful action in there. Fine wrestling on the part of both. Don Arnold gets the win, but not without a great struggle from Tarzan Tourville, who appreciates the fact that Arnold is a superb performer. Tourville left himself open there, and Arnold took advantage of it. Had that Boston crab on him, and Arnold came out of it very nicely. And it was a succession of breaks there. And here's Manny Weiss to give us the time.
The time, 15 minutes, 7 seconds. The winner, Don Arnold.
15:07. Don Arnold, the winner over Tarzan Tourville. And tonight we did not see that Oriental torture hold. Perhaps we'll have to wait for another occasion to see that.